Hi and welcome to another Type with me. In today's video I want to look into public, static, private within JavaScript and TypeScript land and want to see what you can do with it. Within ECMAScript 2022 you have a lot of new goodies around that and I just want to dive a little bit deeper into it. So for example this one class, my class, we have a public field 1 here. We don't need to have a constructor, we can just directly declare it right here. And of course with the static and the static field we have the same kind of thing, right? We don't need to have a getter right here, we can just say static field equals 2 and we can do so. Again, you have also a private field. This is a private field, it's declared but its value is never read. That's being said. What we could do, for example, is say increase, and then we do something like that, and then we have here our private field. I guess I need to do something like this. Can it be? Yeah, we need to do something like that. And then of course I can do return, so that we very easily can read out private field, right? And then I can do console.log instance dot increase in create increase or just increment. Something like that. Then if I execute it, right, you'll see here that we have 1, 2, and 4. If I execute it again, it's still the same kind of thing, right? And if I try to access instance dot hashtag private method, you will see that it's not possible. And also when I want to get access to private field, you will see that it's not possible, right? Again, I know that some people are using this, right? They're using private within TypeScript, but again, I recommend you to use this hash, right? Because that's native JavaScript or ECMAScript, and it makes more sense to go closer towards the specs than just using things like what's been used within TypeScript, right? So another cool thing that I came across with is this one. So if we want to check that something is in an object, well, and certainly if it has that private field, for example, well, we can create some kind of static checking, right? So here we can see, okay, is hello in object? And then we can just say that my class dot hash hello. Well, will it be in an object? And if it's not an object, well, then it will say false, right? So I'm also gonna add here something like this. And then you will see that, yeah, that it's false. Of course, we can create something like this. Export class empty class, and you will see here that we have a new empty class. I'm just testing this out into the max, right? So you'll see here that it's also false. Another cool thing that we could do is just do something like this. Hello equals 1. no clue if this is going to work, but again, we are testing this out, right? Again, this is false, which is great because of course you don't want to have that, right? You only want to have a hello of my class.hello in object, and not a hello from another class, right? Or a property from another class. So again, this is something, in my opinion, very great if you want to check that that class has a private property in his class. So with the introduction of private fields, we indeed need to have a simple method to check if that private method is available on that class. And with this, we can very easily do so. So another great example of statics, for example, would be this one. So we have a circle, right? And if I do now console.log of circle.py, you will see that we get 3.14. And of course, if we do console.log of circle.calculate area, then we get another number, right? And if you have something like this, value equals 1, no idea what it is, and you will try to do something like this, console.log circle.value. You will see here that he says, hey, property value does not exist on type of circle. Of course, you need to do then something like this, new circle, and then it's available there. Again, if you don't want to have it accessible, you just add a hash, and then it says, hey, property value does not exist on circle because it's private. If we do private here, you will see here that it says, hey, property value is private and only accessible within class circle. So you see that you get more context when we are using the private than we are using this one. And he says then, hey, property value does not exist on type circle. When we are using the private keyword, then it will say, hey, property value is private and only accessible within class circle. If you don't want to have people looking into what is private, then just use the hash, of course. If you want to have other kind of return values or things that is being put in right here, well, then you just put here private, right? It's also for me crazy that that you get two different kind of ways that the compiler or TypeScript is saying, hey, I cannot do that. So here you see that we get a circle.py, we get a 3.14, and here we get circle.calculate area, and he is calculating the area, right? So again, static methods and private, and with the private field, right here. And then you see here that we get this kind of context. And if you are using the JavaScript or ECMAScript way of putting something private, then you will see here, hey, property value does not exist on type circle. So two different kind of meanings there. In my opinion, it's all very powerful. It's the way how you're using it. If you say, okay, I don't want anyone else looking into my class, you use for sure the hash, because then you get something like, hey, it's not available. If you say, okay, it doesn't matter that people know it's there, they just need to know that it's private, well, then you can use the keyword private, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. I think it's very valuable to also use static methods and static properties on a class. It can help you with a lot of things. Again, also put something private and public makes also a lot of sense. In my opinion, there is a lot of confusion around the private keyword and of course the hash. I don't know what you think about that. If you have some kind of opinions around that, please put them in the comment below so we can start a conversation or a discussion with other developers around that. What is your preferred way of working? Are you using the private keyword or are you already using the hash? It's something that I also want to know from you. Thank you very much and see you next time.